What do you want from me? I'm doing a video. You want to race? I looked over at her. Bag. Fortune cookie. I don't do. I make my own fortune. I do the orange chicken. Hey, what's up guys? Fast food, fast cars. Let's go get some fast food and let's talk about a few things that are happening in the automotive industry right now. Let's go. But let's go and just share with you guys just a few thoughts that I have around some car news in the industry. So there's been some teaser trailer images out there, if you will, about the Ford Mustang. And the Ford Mustang is keeping the V8 and they're also keeping a manual transmission. I'm waiting to kind of see if they're actually going to make that manual transmission be a Tremec. I hope so. I hope they don't revert back to the MT82. There have been some images kind of floating around online. My gather, or just kind of my thoughts, I guess, on the Mustang is they are going to be very conservative with it. We already saw the previous horsepower numbers go down by a little bit on the Mustang. My gut reaction is this is just more just a refresh of what's already kind of been in the works. So I wouldn't expect the horsepower numbers to increase. That's just my gut reaction. I don't have any information on it. But what I do like that Ford is doing is they've actually taken their internal combustion engine group and basically divided up the teams into two groups within Ford. You have the electric division and you have the internal combustion division. So I actually applaud Ford. I'm actually excited to see what they're doing. They are committed to continuing to make V8s for now and internal combustion. I do think with this version of the Mustang, what I don't know is if they are releasing something hybrid or what that'll look like, but there have been sound clips. You're still gonna have that amazing Coyote sounding V8. You still can get manual transmissions. So that, in my mind, is a very, very good thing. So there's been a lot of news kind of swirling around the Camaros. And, you know, I shared some information based off of another YouTuber. And I told you guys when I shared that information about the new updates of what's happening with the new Camaros. All I'm gonna say is go check out Hot 1LE's channel. If you guys want updates on Camaros and what they're doing there, really not a lot changing from Chevy, which is sad. You know, there was a lot of rumors circulating around trim levels, around certain motors and what they're gonna get. But if you guys haven't subscribed to Hot 1LE's channel, go check it out. He's got more in-depth information than I do as it pertains to Camaro. There's some new colors, there's some new packages, some new schemes. But unfortunately, I don't think Chevy's going to go out with a bang. I could be wrong, but everything that Hot 1LE shared, I think it's good because we have it for another year. Maybe it'll stick around another year after that. But that is Chevy news that has been circulating. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Toyota. And some of you might disagree with this, but Toyota is keeping the enthusiast brand alive. And what I mean by brand is more of what we're looking for. They're keeping sports performance cars alive, and they're doing it with manual transmissions. If you look at Toyota, in the last 6 months to a year, they've rolled out the GR86 manual transmission. Lightweight, fun, naturally aspirated sports car. Yes, it was done in conjunction with Subaru, and I'm going to talk about these partnerships in a minute. They have announced the GR Corolla manual transmission, all-wheel drive, 300 horsepower from 3 cylinders. Kudos to them. That was recently released in the last, I mean, they've been teasing it for a while, but that was released like in the last month or so. And then they just announced that they're putting a manual transmission in the Supra. I applaud you, Toyota. You guys are doing what I wish Dodge would do, Chevy would do. Ford is kind of doing it, but they've rolled out 3 performance enthusiast cars in the last year and a manual transmission. Name to me another auto manufacturer that has released 3 new model cars all available with a manual transmission last year. Can't do it. Not gonna do it. And if you do, I'll say you're right and I'll give you golden stars on YouTube. Whatever I can do to support you. But I love that Toyota is listening to us. Now, a lot of you out there will say, oh, the Supra's a BMW. Yeah, it pretty much is. But if you look at BMW inline six motors, the B58 engine, they make the best, one of the best, if not the best, inline six motor out there. Toyota's not trying to reinvent the wheel with the GR Corolla. Yeah, it's their motor. They're beefing up the motor that was in the Toyota Yaris. With the GR86, it's a Boxster motor. It's a Subaru motor. But guys, let's just appreciate the fact that they're trying to create enthusiast cars, and I'm okay if they take the best of both worlds and make everything what it is. I mean, BMW, yeah, they've questioned the reliability, but those B58 motors can be tuned so easily, and they can handle a lot of power with few minor upgrades. And so there's been some tests from a couple of the major magazine outlets where they've driven the Supra for 20, 30,000 miles and beat on it, and it's held up extremely well. So I applaud you, Toyota. You guys are doing an amazing job. I am going to do a little bit of a comparison video between the Supra and the new Z that's coming out, more on just like facts and information, because there's some misinformation that is being spread out there when you're comparing the Z to the Supra, so more to come on that. The one thing I do want to talk about is, if you guys do want to see some videos on the Z, they're out there. There is a YouTuber, I can't remember the name, it was like Virgin something, I can't remember his name. He's huge, he's got millions of subscribers, but if you type in Nissan Z POV, there is a YouTuber that is the first of any that are having POV drives on the automatic versus manual. Now, news that I've seen in the past few weeks is the automatic version, the 9-speed of the Nissan Z, actually has a louder exhaust than a manual transmission, which, take with it what you will, but that has been confirmed. That has been confirmed by people at track where it's driven by. You can Google it, it's real. You can Google it, it's real. When do we ever say that? But it has been confirmed by multiple sources. So, but honestly, as an enthusiast, I don't think that's going to make or break stuff. You know, the Nissan Z has had a delay in production. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I think either Nissan has created an enormous amount of anticipation for the Nissan Z, or they're botching it, in my opinion. They have teased this car for so long, and honestly, it is just built upon their old Nissan 370Z chassis. Like, yes, they're upgrading the horsepower, they're borrowing the engine from the Infiniti Red Sport, but if you look at a lot of the interior stuff, like I still look at like their window switches to roll up and down the window, and my mom's 2005 Pathfinder had those exact same switches. Nissan is very cheap in how they do a lot of stuff, and they're bringing to market a beautiful car, and I don't want to take away from that. But it's sad that everybody's still waiting. It is coming, you know, in $10,000 less than what the Supra is, and I'm going to be comparing my thoughts around that here in a little bit. But kudos to them. I hope they can avoid the markups, but it's really hard to do in today's market, so it might just be a moot point. I hope they've built up enough demand. I think there's a lot of people that do want them. I think they're awesome. The only thing I don't like about the Nissan Z is the front end. You fix the front end, the boxy looking and the headlights, and I'm in. The back to the front of the car look amazing. I just am not overly crazy about the front of the car, but I think it's going to be a winner. I think it's going to be the best, one of the best performing Zs that they've come out with. So yeah, so more to come on that. So yeah, anyways guys, we are heading over here to Panda Express because I thought it would be quick. It's moving along pretty good. So I'm gonna get in line here. We're gonna talk about a few more topics that I have on my mind in regards to the channel, in regards to a few things, and we're gonna order some chicken, some fast food. Oh, thank you. Oh, dude, it is chaotic. I live in a city that is like growing like crazy, and traffic and situations are a little crazy at times. All right, so here at Panda Express, and I am going to change a little bit up on how I do these fast food and fast cars. I'm actually going to eventually score the food. I haven't thought of like a scoring like matrix yet, but I'm eventually going to score the food. But I'm going to show you guys me taking a bite of the food. and my impressions of it. So anyways, we're going to chat about that. But yeah, more to come there. I have a lot of videos coming for you guys. Let me give you kind of a sneak peek of what they look like. I have another video, the final video of me fixing the 3000 GT. That video I debated creating or not. It's me replacing the turbo in the car. That took weeks to do. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be. So yeah, video coming on that. The video that I'm excited about, and I'm gonna start teasing you guys with, is I raced the 3000 GT versus the Camaro. So if you hop on over to my Instagram and you see some like of the posts, like the lighting was amazing. Some of my latest reels, if you go to one of my reels recently that I did on Instagram, it's the reel hashtag save the manuals. That is footage from that race. I haven't shared any race footage yet, so that is coming, and I need your guys' help on that one because I think, in my opinion, is the best video I have done to date. So look out for that. I installed a JBL subwoofer in my car. Gonna give you guys a comparison, the stock system versus that. I have a video done of things I love about my car and things I hate about my car, so that is coming. Can you daily drive a big V8 Chevy manual transmission car? Have a video coming out about that. I've sold the 3000 GT, so I will share with you guys what that was like. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff coming on that. So sold the 3000 GT. Eventually gonna have some updates on the Camaro and some different things there. What I'm doing, as of right now, I'm still committed to doing the manual Supra. That's what I want. It's what I'm excited to get. I also was contemplating for a minute, and still kind of am, but you guys will see the video, Honda Civic Si. You know, it'll all make sense after you see my 3000 GT video, and what I took for a loss on the car. So yeah, I took a loss on the car. Newsflash for you. There's a little teaser for you. Oh, I always get nervous when I'm going into drive-thrus with my wheels. I don't want to scratch them. So yeah, so that's coming. I have just a whole bunch of videos coming, guys. A lot of good content coming your way. I have some ideas of some other videos that I'm going to be shooting here soon that you guys are going to love and enjoy. So those are some videos coming up on the channel. Let's talk about Dodge for a minute. Dodge is coming out with an inline-6 turbocharged engine. And I've had some of you ask me your thoughts about it. I think they call it, what is it, the Hurricane? I could be wrong. I think it's called the Hurricane. Anyways, it's gonna be like a high output motor, gonna be able to produce up to like 500 horsepower. I've had some of you ask me my thoughts on it, and here are my thoughts. I think for Mopar owners, it doesn't do much for them because you're losing your Hemi. And I think Hemi owners would divorce their spouses before they had to sell their Hemis. Like, you guys are loyal, and I love it. So it's a V6. It doesn't fall into the Challenger, Charger, Mopar mantra. But if I take it at face value, here are my thoughts. I like it because it's still keeping internal combustion engines going. That's my thoughts. It's going to be lighter weight than your traditional V8. Hopefully, and here's my thoughts. If Dodge is going to change up the looks of their cars, they might as well introduce a new motor option. But it's going to be lighter. And something about the inline sixes, guys, if you look at the Nissan GTRs, if you look at the Supras, which are vastly underrated in horsepower, just so you guys know, don't look at the 382 number and say, oh, that's what they make. Video coming on that. But they're very tunable cars, and they can be faster. Now, when it comes to Mopar owners, you guys don't care about the fast piece. You want the torque, you want all of that. But if they're still making it in a manual and we're still getting internal combustion engines that we can hopefully modify and tune and make our own, I am for keeping whatever we can keep. There's a lot of 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder cars that I think are a blast, that can still be just as fast, just as fun as those cars, but it's not going to have the sound characteristics you guys are used to. So is it called the Hurricane? I don't feel like it's the Hurricane. It's something else. Typhoon? Is it Typhoon? No, that's not it either. I don't know. It's an inline six motor for you guys that I like. I'm excited about. Keep the manual. I'm curious if they're going to throw the manual back in the Hellcat. They've done away with it. Another thing I'm seeing manufacturers do is because of the chip shortage, they're now upcharging you to get heated seats and do a lot of different stuff, which I think is dumb. Markups right now, guys, are crazy. I have called probably 20 Honda dealerships about their Civic SIs. More to come on why that might make sense. And the highest or the lowest markup I could find was $2,000. Tried everything. Tried calling middle of the country, mom and pop type towns. We got to stop with this markup crap. It's a joke. Anyways, let's order.
Panda Express, would you like to try our new wok-fired shrimp on your meal today?
No,
if not, take a look at the menu and we'll be right with you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. What do you guys get at Panda Express? I'll tell you what I normally get. I normally like the orange chicken. That's always a go-to. I've tried some other stuff. It's kind of hit or miss. Really don't like it. I am tempted to do the honey walnut shrimp. I don't know. But I normally do the orange chicken and the fried rice, kind of plain. But let me know what you guys like here. If there's something I should try, let me know. I don't go to Panda Express all that often, but I'm here, so we'll give it a go. Yeah, can I get orange chicken bowl?
A bowl, is that rice to chow mein?
Fried rice, please.
A bowl of fried rice, orange chicken?
Yep.
Anything else?
That's it.
And did you want to donate to the financial hospital today?
I'm okay, thank you.
Yeah, if that's everything, fried rice, orange chicken bowl, go forward. Go forward.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I have aspirations someday to try and be a stand-up comedian. If you guys want some of my jokes on the channel, I'll tell them to you. I don't think I'm good at delivering jokes. It is really hard in today's marketplace. I am all for giving to charity. I contribute a lot of money every year into charitable donations, but it has gotten so crazy, and I believe that we need to spread our wealth across the world. I'm not trying to make this into like a negative point or I'm like a jerk. I usually always round up, but everywhere you go now, fast food, you have to tip, or they ask you to tip. And you've like, I just need you to answer one question on the screen, then they turn it around to you. It's like, okay, so I have to tip. And then every place now, hey, would you like to round up? Would you like to do a charitable donation? And I know it's a small amount of money, but it's like, what, like, really? Like, when are we gonna, I don't know. It's crazy. And it's really hard to say no, because it's like, you know, for cancer, for something, and it's just like, I normally do it, but like, I'm getting a little bit fatigued from every place that I go that are asking for charity or asking for this. I was in California. You guys are all crazy. I love you. And I have a video coming about how awesome California's car scene is. But like, I was in Target and they were going to charge me like $1 or 10 cents for every bag that like I took from them. And I'm just like, this is just getting insane. So anyways, there's a little fun filler moment for you. But I do try to give back. I do try to do it. I don't know why I didn't do it there. I should have done it. I feel bad now. Maybe I can still do it. Anyways, tell me what you guys think about that.
Do you want sauces?
No, I should be good.
There is that.
Okay.
Alrighty, there's that. You have a great day.
You too, thank you. It's pretty quick. I like it. Oh, maybe we'll leave the old window down for you guys. Maybe we'll do a little Polsky coming out of Panda Express. You know, you got to keep the food hot. You got to keep it warm. I'm retarded. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say retarded. I'm challenged. She hooked good. She wants to party. Like, that hooked better than I expected it would right there. There you go, guys. This mom's up to me next to the stoplight. You want to race? I looked over at her and she looked at my car and she thought that was kind of fun. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, that was such an awkward moment. Guys, like, you know, I'm that guy who's in like a minivan or the slowest car possible, and I go, oh, you want to race? You want to go? Or I'll be like, hey, they blinked. That, you know, we need to race. You've seen that meme. But anyway, this lady was like, kept like inching forward at the stoplight. She kept like inching forward. So it's like, all right, you want to dance? You want to dance, Mom? Let's go. And so I start to like look over and I was like, you want some? And like, she like looked at my car and then she kind of like, it was an awkward moment. It was an awkward moment. But yeah, Subaru Forester. She didn't want none. She didn't want none of this. All right. Panda Express. Put it in a nice little cheap plastic bag. Fortune cookie. I don't do. I make my own fortune. No, I don't. That was dumb. All right. I do the orange chicken, fried rice. Zoop, 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 zoop. I don't know what you can tell. You know, this is always a good go-to. Doesn't make me feel very good after I eat it, kind of like McDonald's. But it's cheap. It's like $6-7. I usually just do the bowl. Just the one entree and the fried rice. The only thing sometimes with their orange chicken is sometimes like the pieces are like really huge or big. But let's go ahead and get a little bite here going for you guys. Yep, there you go. I like it. It's good. This is good every once in a while, just to break it up. Versus burgers, tacos, all that other stuff. But anyways, guys, I'm Austin, Gone in 60. We'll catch you on the next video. What do you want from me? I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video. Do you want to be on it? My wife's making fun of me. It's so rude. How dare you? Oh, you want to be on it? Here you go.
I'm running up to grab the mail. The kids are inside.
Okay.
I have a couple packages up there, so.
Oh. Goofball. See you guys.